There comes a time in life when the roles between parents and children start to shift. You spend decades raising them, guiding them, sacrificing for them, but then one day you realize something has changed. Maybe they ignore your advice, maybe they dismiss your opinions, maybe they talk down to you, or worse, they make you feel like a burden, and it hurts if your children have started treating you with less respect than you deserve. You might feel frustrated, even angry. You might want to remind them of everything you've done for them, of the years you spent putting them first. But here's the truth. Getting angry won't fix it. In fact, it often makes things worse. Instead, there's a much more effective way to regain their respect without fighting, without arguments, and without resentment. Today, I'm going to share 6 things you can do when your children don't respect you. These are powerful shifts, simple changes in the way you respond that can completely transform the way they see you. Some of these might surprise you, but if you stay until the end, you'll discover how to regain your place as a respected, valued figure in their lives. Now let's get started. Action 1. Stop chasing their approval. One of the biggest mistakes parents make, especially as they grow older, is trying too hard to please their children. Maybe you've noticed yourself doing it. You go out of your way to accommodate them. You say yes when you want to say no. You put their needs ahead of your own, hoping that if you just do enough, they'll appreciate you more. But here's the painful truth. The more you chase their approval, the less they respect you. Respect isn't earned through self-sacrifice, it's earned through self-respect. If you're always bending over backward, always giving in, always trying to keep the peace, what you're really teaching them is that your feelings come second. And once they start believing that it's easy for them to take you for granted, I once knew a woman named Margaret, a strong, independent lady in her younger years. But as she got older, she started letting her children make all the decisions. She rearranged her schedule around their needs, kept her opinions to herself, and even ignored the way they spoke down to her. "I just want to keep the family together," she told me once. But what happened? Her children stopped valuing her. They saw her as someone who would always adjust, always agree, always stay silent. She thought she was keeping the peace. But what she was really doing was losing her voice. If your children don't respect you, the first step isn't to demand it, it's to stop acting like you need it. Set boundaries, say no when you need to speak your mind, even if they don't like what you have to say. Because the moment you start respecting yourself, they'll start seeing you differently, and in time, that respect will come back to you. Action 2. Don't argue, lead by example. When your children dismiss your opinions, talk over you, or treat you with disrespect, your first instinct might be to argue, to remind them of everything you've done, to demand that they listen. But let me tell you something that will save you years of frustration. Arguing never works. Think about it. When was the last time you convinced someone to respect you by fighting for it? Respect isn't won through words. It's earned through presence, through the way you carry yourself, through the way you respond when others try to test your patience. If you meet disrespect with anger, all you're doing is confirming what they already believe, that they have power over you. I knew a man named Frank, a retired teacher who had spent his life leading a classroom with confidence. But at home, his grown children had started treating him like an afterthought. They ignored his advice, dismissed his concerns, and sometimes even laughed when he tried to correct them. At first, he argued back, trying to prove he still deserved their respect. But the more he fought, the worse things got. Then one day, Frank made a change. Instead of arguing, he started listening, really listening. He stopped chasing respect with words, and instead carried himself like a man who already had it. He spoke calmly with wisdom, without the need to win. And slowly his children started noticing. They saw a man who wasn't desperate for their approval, who didn't need to prove himself, who simply was a figure of strength. If your children don't respect you, don't fight them for it. Show them what respect looks like by the way you treat yourself. Keep your dignity, speak with confidence, and most importantly, never lower yourself to their level. Because when you hold your ground with grace, they will feel it, and in time they'll follow your lead. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Action 3. Withdraw your emotional dependence. One of the hardest lessons to learn as you grow older is that you can't depend on your children for emotional fulfillment. You may love them deeply, and you may want them to love and respect you in return. But the moment they sense that you need them to feel valued, the power in the relationship shifts. Here's the reality. People, even your own children, respect those who are emotionally independent. When you rely on them for validation, affection, or attention, it puts pressure on them, and instead of feeling grateful, they start feeling burdened. They might pull away. They might start treating you with impatience or even irritation. And the more you chase their love, the less freely they give it. I once knew a woman named Helen. She was a kind-hearted mother who had given everything to her children as they grew older and got busy with their own lives. She found herself waiting by the phone, hoping they'd call when they didn't. She called them instead. Often, too often, she reminded them how much she missed them, how she wished they would visit more. But instead of bringing them closer, it pushed them away. They started seeing her calls as an obligation instead of something they looked forward to. Then one day, Helen did something different. She stopped waiting. She stopped calling first. Instead, she started focusing on herself, picking up new hobbies, going out with friends, taking care of her own happiness. And something surprising happened. Her children started calling more. They started respecting her time, seeing her as someone with a full life of her own. The lesson is simple. The less you depend on your children to make you feel needed, the more they will start valuing your presence. When you show them that you can stand strong on your own, they will start respecting you not out of obligation, but because they genuinely admire the life you've built for yourself. Action 4. Set boundaries and enforce them. One of the biggest reasons children lose respect for their parents is because the parents let them. If you allow your children to talk to you disrespectfully, dismiss your opinions, or treat you as if your time and feelings don't matter, they will keep doing it. Not because they are bad people, but because people, especially family, will always treat you the way you allow them to. Setting boundaries doesn't mean cutting off your children or creating conflict. It means calmly and firmly deciding what kind of behavior you will and will not accept. And more importantly, it means enforcing those boundaries when they are crossed. I remember a man named Robert, a retired businessman who had spent his life running a company with discipline and confidence, but when it came to his adult children, he struggled. They interrupted him when he spoke, dismissed his concerns, and even criticized the way he lived his life. At first, he tolerated it. He told himself it wasn't worth the fight, but over time he realized that every time he stayed silent, he was teaching them that their behavior was acceptable. So one day, Robert changed his approach. When his son interrupted him, he calmly, "Saidi, continue speaking when you're ready to listen." When his daughter dismissed his opinion, he simply replied, "You don't have to agree with me, but I expect you to respect me." And when they continued to push his limits, he made it clear if they couldn't treat him with basic respect, he wouldn't be spending time with them. And you know what happened? They started listening. At first, they resisted, but over time, they realized their father wasn't backing down. They saw that he valued himself enough to demand respect, and because of that, they started giving it to him. If your children don't respect you, it's time to ask yourself, are you allowing it? Because if you don't set boundaries, they won't set them for you, and if you don't stand up for yourself, no one else will. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, when the body lacks a certain essential vitamin, it first begins to affect the blood levels. A decrease in blood can lead to frequent fatigue, shortness of breath, and difficulty concentrating. People may find it hard to remember even small things, and even light physical activity can make them feel weak. One of the major reasons behind these symptoms can be a deficiency of folic acid. However, this deficiency can be effectively managed by including peanuts in your daily diet. Peanuts are a highly affordable yet powerful superfood that not only fulfill the body's folic acid requirements, but also provide a solid boost of energy. Folic acid is especially important for pregnant women, as it plays a crucial role in the healthy development of the fetus. Therefore, it is highly recommended that women include peanuts in their regular diet. In addition to folic acid, peanuts are rich in important minerals like magnesium and manganese. These minerals help maintain a healthy nervous system and support hormonal balance. Magnesium alone is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, contributing to bone strength, muscle development, and overall mental well-being. Manganese, on the other hand, boosts antioxidant levels in the body, aids in cell repair, and helps slow down the signs of aging. For women, Magnesium is especially beneficial in maintaining a regular menstrual cycle. For men, it supports reproductive health. The presence of both these minerals makes peanuts an excellent natural health booster. These nutrients also improve calcium absorption, leading to stronger bones and muscles. Peanuts are also a great source of vitamin E, which is known for its role in protecting body cells and keeping skin looking youthful and vibrant. Vitamin E is considered one of the best antioxidants for the skin, as it helps prevent damage from harmful environmental elements and retains moisture. When the body lacks vitamin E, the skin may appear dry and lifeless. Inflammation can occur, and muscle weakness might develop. Hair fall is also a common symptom of vitamin E deficiency. Regular consumption of peanuts can help combat these issues and keep your skin glowing and healthy. From an Ayurvedic perspective, peanuts help balance the Vata and Pitta doshas in the body. An imbalance in these doshas can cause digestive issues like bloating, indigestion, constipation, and stomach pain. Eating peanuts regularly strengthens the digestive system and promotes healthy digestion. Additionally, peanuts enhance the immune system, helping to protect the body from common colds and seasonal illnesses. They are particularly beneficial in winter, as they provide internal warmth and help the body cope with colder temperatures, which is why their consumption increases during the colder months. Now, you might be wondering how much and in what form peanuts should be consumed to gain maximum benefit. First, it's important to know that roasted peanuts offer the most health benefits. You can either buy them ready-made from the market or roast them lightly at home. If you plan to eat peanuts daily, it's essential to pay attention to quantity. Consuming about 40 to 50 grams per day, roughly a handful, is considered ideal. However, eating more than this can lead to weight gain due to the natural fats found in peanuts. So moderation is key to gaining benefits without any side effects. Even people with diabetes or heart conditions can enjoy peanuts, but they should monitor the quantity carefully. Another important tip: avoid drinking water immediately after eating peanuts. Doing so may cause throat irritation, coughing, or a burning sensation. It's best to wait at least 15 to 20 minutes before drinking water after eating peanuts. If you use oil in your cooking, consider switching to peanut oil. It is lighter and healthier compared to refined oils. Peanut oil helps reduce bad cholesterol and promotes heart health. During winter, pairing peanuts with jaggery, a traditional unrefined sugar, can provide added health benefits. Both peanuts and jaggery generate internal body heat, making them perfect for cold weather. This combination not only tastes delicious, but also works wonders for your health. For people suffering from anemia, this duo can be especially helpful in increasing hemoglobin levels. So now that you're aware of the incredible health benefits of peanuts, it's time to make them a regular part of your diet. If you haven't been including peanuts in your meals so far, start today and give your body the nutrition and strength it deserves. Peanuts are an affordable, nutrient-rich food that almost anyone can add to their daily routine with ease. If you found this information helpful, feel free to share it with your friends and family so they too can benefit from the amazing health properties of peanuts. Stay healthy, stay happy, and thank you for reading.